Let's get to the marquee matchup of the weekend. Robert Weimer also liking that overlook from Donnie. Cowboys, Patriots. It's 40 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, just 5 miles per hour wind in Foxborough on Sunday. Patriots 4-0 at home. Cowboys 3-2 on the road, and their defense keeps looking worse. But Patriots offense struggling to run the ball, not finding deep passes. And then Dallas comes to town. Dallas should be vulnerable, but can the Patriots take advantage of it? And we also have the Jason Garrett versus Bill Belichick situation. Of course, you wanted back Belichick here. Dak Prescott looking good, 29-46, 444 yards, 3 touchdowns. Zeke did very little. He either does nothing or goes for 100 yards. He rarely has those 85, 80-yard games. It's just over 100, or like he did last week, 16 rushes for 45 yards. Gallup had a big night, 9 passes for 148 yards. Dallas defense allowed 312 total yards to the Lions, but they're scoring 28.6 points per game, allowing 19.7. The Patriots are scoring 28.7 points per game, but I don't see that offense anywhere to be found. Donnie RightSide, Cowboys, Patriots at 6.5. At most books. There are some 6s at Bookmaker and Heritage. There's a 7 at Bovada. This total dropped from 46 to 45.5 at a couple different books. Donnie RightSide, the marquee matchup of the week, Cowboys, Patriots.
Yeah, it's a good one. And you know what I like about this game is you saw last week, Tom Brady not happy after the game, only putting up 17 points against the Eagles. When they did have some success, they went to hurry up. There's no way. The one thing I like is now that New England doesn't look like they can run the football. So if you're going to go against a high-powered offense, you say, we're going to get in playoff mode. We're just going to pound the rock against the Dallas Cowboys. That's not going to work. That's not what they do now. So I do think you're going to get maybe a more up-tempo offense from the New England Patriots because you can score on this Dallas defense, particularly the secondary. I think Tom Brady's going to have a little bit of a step up, but I already went on this. I'm going to make an official play on the audible. I think Dallas is getting disrespected from an offensive standpoint. They're the best offense in the National Football League here. And when you take a look and say, well, Donnie, wait, New England Patriots, one of the best defenses in the NFL. I understand that. Their last 5 games, they played the Giants, who stink on ice on offense. They played the Jets in that game where a quarterback was seeing ghosts and just throwing the ball as pop flies in the outfield as an easy catch for interceptions. Then they played the Cleveland Browns in the pouring rain in that football game, get absolutely obliterated when an offense knew what they were doing in the Baltimore Ravens. And then you saw the Philadelphia Eagles last week with me, you, Jimmy, Flash out there playing wide receiver. Nobody's going to score against that. You're getting the best offense of the day, or the best offense in the NFL. I took the team total, Jimmy, over 19.5 for the Dallas Cowboys at -118. That's going to be an official play here for the audible this week. And I couldn't wait any longer. I didn't want to see it go to 20. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be in the 20s in this football game. And I also think New England's going to score as well, which leads me to that next option of taking the over in this football game, 45.5, 46 in that range. I think we get some points here in this football game.
Cowboys team total over 19.5 at -118. Is that right?
That is exactly it, yes.
There it is. Donnie RightSide, official play locked in on the audible. There we have it. Cowboys team total over 19.5. And yeah, I find the total interesting. I also feel like the Cowboys should be able to stay in this game. 6.5 points is enough points to probably stay in this game. If you had a free play to make on the side right now, what would it be?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm looking the same direction as you because I think Dallas, we're not looking at the old, and again, it's kind of an odd cap when I'm going to try to lay it out because I do think the New England Patriots score in the mid-20s, but this isn't the Gronkowski, super dominant Brandon Cooks. We can score in the at any time. We have multiple wide receivers, a dynamic offensive line, and a great running game, and Tom Brady a couple years younger. This team sort of limps through games, but there's some things I like the New England Patriots can do against the Dallas Cowboys defense, but if I had a free play in this one, Dallas's offense is running at peak performance. They'll score, they'll press the issue, and if I think that's going to be the case, give me the 6 points here.
I agree, and I think the over is a good look, and a lot of people liking your team total over. Chris Brady says that's a great team total play. Donnie, but Gabriel Hernandez like in the under 46. I just don't feel like that. Robert Weimer says after last week can't like the Pats, but history tells us to back them. Can I get a full TD for the boys? If so, maybe I like them under. Smells like my actual play. And Sean Mick liking the Pats team total under 26.5. I feel like that is a recency bias in effect that everybody's liking the under, and I think this game goes over. We just watched the Lions put up a lot of points against this Cowboys, and the Patriots have a better offense than the Driscoll-led Detroit Lions. I'm very close to making a move on this over. Very, very close.
Like,
all right.
Like, Jimmy, when you take a look, just real quick, keep it simple in this football game. Your last statement was exactly. Bill Belichick's going to get that tape and say, wait a second, 27 points, they move the football through the air. They're going to go to an air raid, I believe, on the New England Patriots. I don't see it the opposite, saying, well, we can really ground and pound this team. So I like your look. It's a good point you make.
I think that that your team total is a beauty. I think that the over is a beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And, you might want to get a little bullish on this and take team total overs for both sides in the over. I mean,
it might be. It might be a trifecta, Jimmy, as we like to say, right? I mean, we're close to that margin where, as long as we don't get bad, which doesn't look like, because you're. I like the way you're going here. Late November, a lot of these East Coast games that we're used to 35 degrees and 20 miles an hour and maybe some snowy or rainy conditions, you're getting some good weather here, and that helps out.
It's actually a beautiful weekend. It's not bad sports playing weather at all. I mean, 40 Fahrenheit in Foxborough. I mean, it's cold, but it's not that cold. It's nice sports weather in all these markets